Yeah, the driving force for LED in the moment is for sure the efficiency of the LED. We can build currently products which compared to the old technology are 30% more efficient, and we know already from the research result out of the LED sector that there will be more to come. So this is the real driving force at the beginning, and we will also see at the end that fittings can have a different shape. They can be more intelligent, and this will be the second level of force which puts the LED technology forward. I think the banning is not the right thing to do. What we should have is benchmarks for certain applications, because it should be the decision of the customers what they are going to do, as long as they fulfill the necessary requirements for that purpose. Therefore, this will be, the industry is working on building standards. We have LEED, for example, we have things like that. And I think also what is driving people is the new opportunities. And even if I'm not the one who are the huge supporter of banning a lamp or things like that, I must say, at least in terms of recognition that there is something new, this have had a huge influence what we have done with incandescent lamps. There are, I think in the next 3-4 years we are at least above half of the whole installations and fittings. It depends very strongly which fitting we are talking. There are already product groups where we are already above 50%, and there are product groups where we just start. And as I said, if we have energy benchmarks for certain areas, or if we can provide much more efficient fittings to the customers, the use, when is the fitting usable, when does it achieve the right amount of investment, that will more determine the penetration than anything else. All what we see is outdoor, which makes a lot of sense, because we can just replace old installation, and as you know, in 2015 there's another lamp to be disappearing, meaning we have a lot of new installations made also due to that aspect. But outdoor has developed extremely fast. Secondly, all what's in downlights and spotlight, because directed light with LED is easy to achieve, that has developed really fast, and we're seeing now the first mass products also coming, even if I have to say that with LEDs we have the opportunity to have nicely lit surfaces and color changing and things like that. So that has already also taken over. So in principle there are various factors, but I see a fast transition, especially on point light sources outdoor, and now starting in the area lighting systems. You know, for me, LED is a disruptive technology, so it will replace a lot of the old technology. OLED is an additional technology. OLED will come in and even enlarge the ability we do have with lighting in an area. We can have more area light sources, we can probably combine information and lighting. We can combine different characteristics of LED, which is a directive light source, and OLED, which is a diffuse light source with other colors. This will be combined and mixed together, while OLED will find the way through in other areas, much more than LEDs, even like furnitures, maybe even cloths, who knows, but it will be at least possible to do things with that technology. I think it's a twofold. First of all, yes, it will be new people, young people, who will love to be influential to their own installation. This is one area. The other area is, we have, for example, a bathroom fitting which provides you with the right light, because if you brush your teeth in the evening with a lot of light, because in the morning you need that, you just kill the hormone which you need to sleep. So you are not prepared by brushing your teeth to sleep. It's exactly the opposite. Now a fitting can be intelligent by itself, with a timer very easily. It can provide you with the right amount and color of light in the evening, so that your melatonin, which is the hormone I talk on, is still not suppressed, and it remains in your body. And in the morning you can get a more bluish light and more light, so that you are stimulated to wake up. Therefore, I see it in both sides. There will be standalone intelligent fittings, because the digital technology offers us more opportunities to combine different technologies inside the lighting unit. And the other one will be that lighting installation will be much more influential by the user itself, by new technologies like computer networks, WLAN or Bluetooth networks or whatever. Yes, whenever we do installations, we get extremely positive feedback. It starts also with Elderness Home, additional to the examples you made. But it requires an extremely tight relationship between the supplier, specifier and end user. And that has to develop in our market as well. It's not only a technology question, it's also a question how the value chain in our business is working. So we need to provide this information, we need to do research work in that area to really make full use of this biological effect. We need to transform it in products, but we need to also transform it into to the specifiers and also to the knowledge of end users that it's fully done. As I said, very good feedback, but in my opinion still not enough requests for that. In the moment we have, in my opinion, a very sequential supply chain, that we start from the specification, have a clear process until the installation process is starting and final product is determined. I think the possibilities have to be discussed with the end user. So the starting point must be, what do you really want, what's the right thing for you to do, and then the other chain has to follow. This is not yet as we are going to do that. It will last along, because lighting is linked to the building process like other areas are linked to the building process, but I think people will learn that we need much more consultancy in lighting to achieve what they really want at the end. Yeah, I'm a big believer that Europe has been the dominating area of lighting, of innovation. We have provided the world with a lot of new ideas, lamps, technologies, way of building fittings, and even designs. This is slightly changing because electronics is a strong field of the Asian geography, and starting with the LEDs effect, the electronic supply is extremely important. But I think the application knowledge will stay in Europe. And therefore, I'm not too afraid that everything is changing, while the value chain will change internally, but at the end, the contact to the customer is important.